Yeah, thank you, Speaker. Speaker, in 2016, I asked the President a question to provide info on his members' interest, but to date he has never replied to it. The Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act provides that a person is regarded as having knowledge of a fact if that person has actual knowledge of a fact. The court is satisfied that that person has failed to obtain information to confirm the existence of that fact, and that a person ought reasonably to have known or suspected a fact if a conclusion that he or she ought to have reached are those which would have been reached by a reasonably diligent and vigilant person. The bottom line is, Mr. President, that sticking one's head in the sand or looking the other way is no excuse. And we all expect the President to be a reasonably vigilant President. Given all the reports and information that are being revealed on a daily basis, do you, Mr. Zuma, have any knowledge of any acts of possible corruption? And so, what is the actions that you are going to take? Thank you.
The Honourable the President.
I'm sorry, Honourable Speaker, I couldn't hear the question properly.
Okay, can I ask Honourable Carter just to repeat the nub of the question? Just get straight to the question. And honourable members, please allow Carter to speak, Honourable Carter to speak in such a manner that we can hear what she's saying.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, in 2016, I asked the President a question. I've asked him to provide information on his members' interest, but he never replied to it. Then I've quoted the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act provides that a person is regarded as having knowledge of a fact if, and then I quoted the Act. Now, the bottom line is, Mr. President, that sticking one's head in the sand or looking the other way is no excuse, and we all expect the President of a country to be a reasonably and vigilant person. Given all the reports and all the information that are being revealed on a daily basis, do you, Mr. Zuma, have any knowledge of and any acts of possible corruption? And if so, what action are you taking?
Corruption, you see, because there's two, it's a very, very long. Corruption done by who? By who?
Mr. President, by you and your son. By you and your son.
My request is that the honourable member's question should be taken to the President, because even I didn't hear what she said.
Absolutely.
Honourable Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Carter.
The reason that maybe Honourable Buthelezi could also not hear is because we are not being protected again with a ruling party making cat noises and making all sorts of noises. So I don't mind, I can repeat the question.
I think, Honourable Carter, part of the challenge is the background before you get to the actual question. There's too much background so that the mind cannot quite get to the issue. So if you can just get to the actual question you need answered.
Okay, Honourable Speaker, in 2016 I asked the President a question to provide information on his members' interest.
Order.
He has not done that. When is it going to happen? Taking into account all the reports and allegations levelled against the President and family members of the President, including his son, what is he doing about it?
So what is he doing about the allegations of corruption against him and the son?
Honourable Speaker, as well as when is he going to reply to my question on the members' interest? That's the first question.
Okay, honourable members, please let's allow the main people to be heard. The Honourable the President.
I'm not sure that I've heard the question properly.
She is saying...
I don't, just Honourable Speaker, how can I answer the question that I did not hear? Just tell me. No, we are not asking the question. That's the honorable member. If you want to interpret the question, help me. But I did not hear. That's what I'm
For the
saying.
president.
I want
will help.
to hear the question.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll help. I will assist.
Okay, honorable members.
I will assist the president.
No, please.
He's asked me to help him.
No, Honorable Maimane. Honorable Maimane, can you just calm down? The Honorable Bultelezi made a proposal that maybe the question must be handed in to the president. And I will ask the table staff to assist with that activity of bringing that question.
Speaker, but it's a very simple question. In 2016, I sent questions to the president to give a declaration on his interests. He has never replied to it. When are we going to get it in writing for written reply?
So you
It's the
want to
same
know when
question.
will it come in writing?
No, but he must tell us now when we go.
On a point of order, Honorable
Fine.
Speaker.
You are saying, when will we get a reply?
Yeah,
to
Honorable
the question?
He must tell us now when are
Honorable
we going
Speaker.
to get the written reply.
Honorable Speaker, on a point of order.
Yes, Deputy Chief Whip, what's the point of order?
The question is a new question. It's about the
It's not a new
declaration of
question.
interest. It's not the original question which is on this order, people. Thank you.
No. You have to listen to the context of the question.
Actually, that's correct.
No,
It's true that it is a new question.
Madam
No,
Speaker,
Chairperson. Speaker.
Madam
it's
Speaker.
gotta
So
take it-
Honorable Carter, can we get your question as a separate new question from the original question raised by the leader of the opposition? Okay? The leader of the opposition raised a question relating to payments.
Exactly.
Yeah. So can you pursue your question separately, not as a supplementary question to the main
No,
question
Speaker.
number 20?
It's exactly
And I
what
now
it's
wish
about.
to move to the next supplementary
Speaker.
question.
Madam Speaker,
Members' interest is directly
Honorable Steenhuisen,
associated with payment.
we finished with yours.
No,
We
no,
finished
I
with
would
the
like to
leader
take
of the
I'd like to take a
opposition.
point of order in terms of the rules, if I may.
No, Honorable Steenhuisen, I have ruled. Honorable
Speaker,
Steenhuisen,
please
I've
can you-
ruled on the
can you-
supplementary question submitted by the Honorable Carter.
Madam Speaker, you're making a
And,
principled decision that
and
I'd like
we
to
are
get input
now
into.
moving on to the
Madam
next
Speaker.
supplementary question.
Madam Speaker,
Honourable
I'm
Speaker,
entitled
you're
to
making
take
a
a point of
mistake.
order.
No, we can't all be talking. We can't. So, I think, Honorable Carter, I'm done ruling on your question, which I am ruling is a separate question, is
It is
different from the original question
Speaker, it's not.
raised by the leader of the opposition, and I wish you to allow us to proceed.
Speaker,
Madam-
can I
Madam
please
Speaker.
speak to you?
No.
Members' interests are
You are,
submitted
you are,
on a
you are, you
monthly-
are welcome to
on
come
an
and speak
annual
to me in
basis.
my office if you want to, but right now, we're done with your supplementary question.
Madam Speaker, please may you recognize me. I am a chief whip in this house.
I just want to finish with Honorable Carter and to make sure she understands.
Right.
Honorable Carter, please, can we end this dialogue?
Honourable Speaker, respectfully, just give me 1 minute. I'm going to give you a reason.
No, Honorable Carter, I have ruled.
Members' interest, and I serve on the
When you
committee, is
disagree with the
submitted
ruling
once
from
a
the
year.
chair, you pursue the matter not in the House, you pursue it outside and
This
beyond
question-
this interaction.
This
Honorable
question-
Carter, please.
Honourable Speaker,
Honorable
this is a
Carter,
direct supplementary
Honorable
question
Carter, you
on
can't
the
talk while I'm
actual
talking.
question.
Honorable Carter. Honorable President, please take a seat, otherwise you will end up in trouble. Honorable Steenhuisen, what is the point?
Madam Speaker, if you've got your rule book there, it's Rule 142.6, if I may. Rule 142.6 says that a supplementary question must arise directly from the original question and the reply given thereto. In the President's reply to the Honourable Maimani's question, he indicated that he has tabled this information in his declaration of interests in all the right places. The Honourable Carter's question relates directly to that reply around that declaration, asking why her question around that declaration has not been made. So the question, the supplementary question, with respect, is valid and it ties in with the reply given by the President himself. It's therefore a valid question, Madam Speaker, and I would ask that the Honourable Carter is at least given an opportunity to get a response from the President. It is linked directly and unequivocally to the President's own reply that he's given. So it's competent in terms of Rule 142.6.
Let's allow this question to go, this supplementary question. I will take advice after we have considered the matter with the table. Okay? I am now proceeding.
Speaker, but you are now trying to protect Mr. Zuma.
On a point of order, Honourable
You
Speaker.
can't be arguing with me, Honourable Carter.
No, but Speaker, you are trying to... The whole nation
no,
is
let's
looking
not
at
argue,
you.
Honourable
I don't
Carter.
want to argue, but you are
On a point of
Honourable
order.
Carter.
Zuma, and you are supposed to be protecting everyone in this house.
I
and
am
not Mr.
saying we
Zuma.
are considering the matter with the table. That's what I'm saying.
So are we going to...
So why are you arguing?
But Speaker, will we then get an answer if a table is said so before?
When I'm through with the consultation I'm talking about.
Today. All right, thank you. If it's today, then I accept it. Thank you.
The Honourable Sheikh Imam.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Mr. President, in respect of your response, Mr. President, that you say you have no knowledge and that you have not accepted any monies from anyone, could you kindly tell us why do you think these allegations are being made? Who do you believe are making it, and what do you think is the reason, or what is the objective of these people making such allegations?
The Honourable the President.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Well, I don't know exactly what is it that makes people to make allegations. As I said earlier, there are many books in this country that have been written about Jacob Zuma. There are many articles on a daily basis that are written by journalists on the newspapers, as well as people who talk on the either TV or radio. I can't tell you exactly what is it that makes them to do so, except my speculation that Zuma leads the biggest party which is in government, which has won elections since democracy, and they are trying to find a way to undermine the ANC more than anything. That is my speculation. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honourable Kulu.
My apology, Speaker. In fact, the question should be asked by Honourable Singh rather than myself.
The Honourable Singh.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Mr. President. Mr. President, we do not have the name of the company here on this question paper, but one can guess who the company is. Now, Mr. President, there is a program that is called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And one of the questions they always ask, is this your final answer? So today I want to ask, Honourable President, is it your final answer that you have not received any payment from any specified company during this period? Because the Committee on Public Enterprises is seized with an inquiry at the moment, where amongst others we are inquiring into Transnet, Genel and Eskom. And one would hate that this individual is called and under oath says, yes, I did give so much to Mr. X or Mr. Y. So I'm asking, Mr. President, in fairness, is this your final answer? Thank you.
The Honorable the President.
Chairperson, I beg your pardon, Speaker, we might just want to ask if the President needs to call a friend.
No, Honorable Member, please take your seat. Honorable the President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The answer is yes. This is the final answer.
Okay, honorable members, we now proceed to question number 21. Asked by the Honorable Groenewald of the FF Plus, the Honorable the President.